Well, hello there. It's Beards and Bangers, and today I present you with a new series on flipping a car within a very short space of time.
Welcome to Beards and Bangers.
So, as you know, just got the recently got the new unit where to store cars, do a bit of work, etc., etc., etc. And as part of that, it gives wonderful opportunity to be able to do things with cars, have more cars, which you know I'm very guilty of. So I'm going to present you a new project and the challenge that both me and Austin are setting ourselves in terms of getting it done and sold. So here is the new project, a red MGF. Now, the challenge we're going to set ourselves we'll have a proper look around the car in a sec, so you begin to understand what we're up against. But the challenge is to try and flip this car or get it ready to go on the market within 7 to 10 days, bearing in mind we've both got full-time jobs. This unit is not that near our homes, so it's, you know, we're going to have to put a bit of effort in, but we'll have a look around in the sec. So that's the challenge. Get this car ready for photographs within 7 to 10 days. Hopefully 7, because that would be ideal, because then it frees up more space in the unit. Now this car is quite interesting because it's got a bit of a history. So you'll notice it's an R registered car, so that's 1998. But this car was actually built in 1996 and wasn't registered till 98. Now the reason for that, it wasn't with a dealer, it wasn't anywhere, it was in the factory. It was used in Longbridge as a bit of a internal demonstrator, a bit of a hack car. So it's yeah, got some provenance, shall we say, and we'll talk more about that when we do the sales pitch, hopefully in about a week's time. You'll notice it does need some work, so we'll grab the camera in a sec and have a little look at it. Just to give you the sort of overview of the car, aside from its age and a little bit of its history, it's got a 1.8 engine, but it's just a standard tune, so it's putting out 118 brake horsepower. We will take it out for a drive for a bit. This will be my first drive in the car because we collected it from the West Midlands last night. I didn't drive it back, young Austin did, and he was having fun in it because I was struggling to keep up with him. I was in my VW and that thing's quick, but not round corners. So yeah, he had a really good drive back in it. The great news is the usual problems weren't there. The temperature gauge is not even getting to halfway, which is good. Doesn't mean the thermostat's gone, it's just below halfway, so that's really encouraging. The engine sounds sweet, we'll hear that in a sec. But let's grab the camera and walk you around this car and work out what we're going to do to it. So we'll just give you a little walk round of the outside of the car, then I'm going to get up close and show you some of the bits and bobs and details. The eagle-eyed and the experienced among you will have already noticed certain things needing doing. So that's a little walk round of the car. Let's have a start with the wheels. So the wheels and tyres actually seem in pretty good condition. They're not perfect, but the first thing we're going to do with this car is to give it a good clean inside and out, because then you really get to know the car for one. And I've said this many times in vehicles on vehicle videos before. You really get to know a car when you've got your hands actually on it, washing it. You know, going through automatic car wash really isn't an option with a car like this. So yeah, tyres are good. Wheels just need a damn good clean. They've got imperfections, but this is a 28-year-old car. Let's not forget it. It's you know, we don't know what happened in the 2 years between it being built and registered. So it could have had a hard life being ragged around the Longbridge area. But yeah, so it's gonna have imperfections. It's not going to be perfect. So the wheels are okay. We're not going to have to do anything with those other than just cleaning them and dressing the tyres nicely so they look good. The glaringly obvious thing: front bumper seems okay. Front wings seem okay. This bonnet though is yeah, a little bit cloudy. Now I think it still has got lacquer, so we will give this a very thorough detail. We'll just try some various sort of compounds and polishes and see if we can get the colour to come back up again. It will do, and then we'll seal it so it's not going to go milky again. There's little areas like this. Red MG Rover products is one of the most kind of vulnerable colours when it comes to paint going wrong. So little areas like this, we can actually just flat that back, feather these little missing bits in the lacquer and just re-lacquer those and get that wing looking pretty good. Nothing a bit of 2000 or 3000 grit can sort out. Wing mirrors have gone the same way as the bonnet, so we could respray these. I think we can take these apart and spray those up, so that's something we could do. One thing we definitely will do is respray these. These are quite easy to do, so we'll get those resprayed. You get rid of the sort of the fingernail marks in there, get rid of that bloom, get rid of that lacquer peel there, and get it looking nice. Bit of rust down here, so we'll have a think about what we're going to do with that, because we want it to look nice. And then the rear bumper, it really has just lost its lacquer, so probably get a rattle can of colour just to sort of fill it in a bit, and then get some 2K lacquer on there. I think, having followed this car last night, the number plates are looking a bit faded, so we'll get some new number plates. Can do that pretty easily, just so it looks. I think number plates, clean wheels, clean glass are really telling on a car. If those three things are looking good, I don't know what it is. It just transforms a car, even if the rest of the car's a bit ropey. Bit of lacquer. Oh, that's just very in-ground dirt. So we've got a lot of this sort of in-ground dirt. So the previous owner were recommissioned. This car was off the road for a while, I believe, and it was recommissioned a couple of years ago, and they've just got it taking up space, so they wanted to move it on. We were in the right place at the right time, and managed to get it. So again, yeah, little bits of lacquer here, get rid of this dirt. Need to get a new aerial. We'll need to get a bit of paint on the fuel filler cap. Just I think that's probably sparkle silver. I hope it is, 'cause we've got a can of that. And then yes, little bits like this to just really get in there and just clean up bits like this. Just so it does look nice. Same with this door handle on this side. You come down and have a look at these vents. We've got some green growing round here, so we get the detailing brush in there, really get some traffic film remover or something, a cleaner of some sort, just to really loosen that off, and then the pressure washer should deal with it very nicely. Austin's been underneath it, subframes are okay. It was wax oiled, so this car was put back on the road a couple of years ago at some expense, so it's not. This car has been looked after, but it's just not. We can take it that extra mile and get it looking really nice. That's just dirt on the sill. Then we've got the usual kind of green sliminess round the window rubbers. We'll get the windscreen surround polished up as well. That's gone a bit faded as well. So I think we just use the right products to correct the paint. Same in the usual, the window channels. You've got some green in there, so that just needs to come off. And that's pretty much it on the outside. I'll grab the keys. We'll have a look in the engine bay and the remaining bit of the boot and under the bonnet as well. So I've got twin horns. They do sound nice. I did test it last night when Austin had his head in that area, because that's the kind of thing we do. But yeah, got a spare. We've got the battery, and that battery is still under warranty, which is really good. So not expecting any issues there. But again, just bits like this, was clean this off, get this green slime away from here, just so if anyone's looking at it, because there's nothing wrong with the car, but if people see that, they think there is, and it's just needs a bit of a clean. So that's the bonnet area, and of course this is a TF, so those of you who don't know these cars, the engine's in the middle, which is here. So there's our little K-Series 120 under there. Again, we just carefully get in there and just give it a bit of a clean up. Won't put the pressure washer in there because it's far too delicate. And we've got a little bit of boot here. Obviously the engine cover's off at the moment. We won't bother putting that back on till the car's finished. Yeah, just clean all in these channels here, just to make it look really nice. And obviously under the boot lid too. And then jumping into the car, it's pretty tidy, to be honest. TFs are rather nice, aren't they? So we've got our nice leather steering wheel. Also, we haven't got a TF knob on this because it's not a TF, it's an F. Get the good radio. That's quite a modern unit. So that's going to be good. This all works. So we get up to temperature nicely. Just over 97,000 miles. Those cream dials really are really nice. Now, again, part of the unusualness of this car is it actually has got air conditioning, which is very rare. So it was obviously, the factory were messing around with it in certain ways. It's got a passenger airbag. So it's got a couple of little bits that you wouldn't normally expect on an early F like this. We've got I don't know what that is there. Someone has to explain to me what that is. It's a little flappy bit. That's maybe a little cubby for something. So you've got a little flappy bit there. I'm not sure what that is actually. Have to find out. And then we've got our centre armrest and all the usual gubbins in here. Just need to maybe just tidy this up. If we can get hold of one of these a bit better, because that's a bit loose in there. Ashtray's missing a lid. And what else I noticed? Yes, the door mirror adjuster here is missing its actual handle bit, even though you can still use it. But just little things like that we can try and acquire just to give it little finishing touches. But with a bit of a clean, it's pretty tidy inside. If I just stand up, middle age and MGFs. Seats in nice condition. It's my favourite seats in an F or a TF. Authentic MG. Look at that. And I've got to remember, of course, this car was built. I keep saying MG Rover, but this was a Rover Group car. MG Rover was not a thing till 4 years after this car was made. So let's remember that this is almost a proper MG. It is a proper MG. Yeah, just noticing that door shuts. We get those nice and clean in there, just so it's attractive when someone opens the door. Yeah, the interior is actually very nice. So I'll spin you around. I think without further ado, I need to jump in it and just give you some very quick first impressions of driving it. So we've got the plan for what we're going to do to the outside. Great news is mechanically, other than just a couple of little bits, temperature sensor, we just need to get that sorted out. Mechanically, it's really sound. It's been wax oiled in the last couple of years, so Austin's been underneath it, had a look under there. It's all right. Let's see how it drives. Got the top down because it's the first sunny day we've had in absolutely bloody ages. So my first drive of this car, on the money. Let's go for a little spin. Oh, it's a perky little thing. So the last car I drove like this was a TF 160. Now obviously we all know with the VVC engines, you really got to get up into the higher revs to get the best out of the engine. But this one is pretty nice. So we're going to go for a little spin and see how it is. So I'm a big fan of the 120 engine, so 118 brake horse. I've been in a Rover 218, so that's the first R3 model with just that same engine. And they really pull well, and a lot of people do say with things like the ZR that the connoisseur's choice is the ZR 120 with the non-VVC 1.8 engine. And just going along here, getting dust in my eyes and hopefully not too much wind noise for you guys, it's perky enough. It's good. I like it. I haven't been round a roundabout properly yet, but it was pretty flat through the one back there. And so I followed Austin back from Coventry, where we got the car from last night, and he was having some great fun in it. And I can't go round corners very quickly in my VW van, so I was really struggling to keep up with him. But the engine sounds nice. You haven't got that nasty, rattly, top-endy sound that you can sometimes get with K-series engines. This is pretty nice. I'm noticing the camera is jiggling around quite a lot there, which is one of the perils of videoing with the top down in an F or a TF. But yeah, it seems to be a really nice car to drive. The biggest thing that's needed is just to really give it a good clean up and detail, bit of paint correction, especially on the bonnet and at the back, and it is going to make someone a very nice, usable summer car, and that's what we're hoping for. So we'll get back to the unit and we'll wrap this video up. So here is the new Beards and Bangers, joint Beards and Bangers and Austin project. So look out for episodes on this. This will be quite a quick series to complete, hopefully. Say these things and sometimes the worst happens, but no, it's pretty, I trust Austin's judgment in terms of the mechanicals, and I say he did have a good look at it before we took it out for a drive, before committed to buy it. But yeah, do if you haven't already done so, you want to find out what's going to happen on this car, hit that subscribe button and the bell notification, and then you will see when the next episode happens on this new project. So hopefully it's all going to go to plan. Try and get this series completed physically within a week, probably in YouTube terms within 2.5 weeks. Obviously we'll spread the videos out a little bit, but yeah, I will try and get as much content out on this as I can quickly. Next video will be pressure washing it, giving it a good clean, treating the hood, all that kind of stuff. So don't forget to drop a comment down below, hit the thumbs up because it's really appreciated, and I will see you again very soon on the next episode of Beards and Bangers. Goodbye.